I stream on my laptop so that I can see the comments. There we go. I think that's done. Gosh, it's been a while since I've streamed. It's good to be doing one again. I'm really excited. If you are watching this back, this is a live stream, so I will be chatting with people and colouring live. I haven't fully decided yet what I'm going to do for the whole stream. I'll probably be streaming till about 6:30. I'm definitely going to be working on a whip from Mein Herbst Spaziergang by Rita Berman. And also, I thought I would share a couple of upcoming pages I would really like to do. I definitely want to get started with Christmas pages because I haven't really got started any yet, and November hasn't been a very productive colouring month, so I would really like to do some Christmassy things. I did show a few pages in my last month's completed pages video and what I hope to colour video, but yeah, I didn't manage to get to any of the Christmassy ones. Hi Emma, so lovely to see you. Thank you so much for joining. So the whip that I'm working on was one that I had done or started in October. So this is the one that I'm working on. And I mentioned in my completed pages that I was sort of drawn to it, even though it's a pattern page and it's one that I wouldn't normally be drawn to. So I might continue with this for a bit. I'm using a lot of fine liner, and I've done videos before sharing how to use fine liner and incorporate them with pencil, and it actually speeds up the process a lot, so I might share that a bit. Hi Ava, hello, it's so lovely to see you. Hi Dee, hello everybody. So for example, these sort of flower pinwheel patterns here, that was actually just pencil and then fine liner over the top. When I mean pencil, I just mean a base layer burnishing with pencil. I think I used an Erogeton, which are fairly hard, and I was surprised that the fine liner worked well on top of it. They weren't slippery. Sometimes I've found that putting fine liner on top of certain pencils, they don't dry very well and they do sort of slide around a bit. Whereas with this, it was absolutely perfect. So that was the easiest thing really ever, because I didn't have to do any blending with the pencil. You can see all of the shadow has just been created with a few lines of fine liner. So it's a really quick process, and that's probably a great example of just doing something really quickly. Things like this, these flower ones here, I did pencil as a base for all of these petal bits and then put lines of fine liner over the top. So that was a slightly different one. Sometimes I just use fine liner to add shadows, or just as a base. So I've used fine liner as a base here for these flowers, and I'll be doing the same up there. And this is the one I'm working on at the moment, which is just pencil at the moment with fine liner over the top. So that might be quite good to continue with if people are interested. I have a couple of pages which I'm really hoping to do in December. I'm not sure if I'll get to many of them. I've got a buddy colour lined up for meine Reise durch Europa, which is this one, which I'm really excited to do. It's definitely autumnal, and with the stars and the trees and stuff, it is definitely very wintry. So, well, for me anyway, it fits the season perfectly. So I'm really excited to do that one. I'm going to try and make it different to this colour palette, just because I don't want to do the exact same thing. And I think with darker blue for the background for the night sky, hopefully that will work quite well. And then the other one that I would really like to do, there's two from Mein Winter Spaziergang. They're both double spreads, and I'm definitely not going to get around to both, so I'm going to have to decide between them if I get a chance to do either of them. It's either this one, which I shared, which is beautiful. The only thing I was slightly daunted by was all of the snow, and I just think that would take me such a long time to do. So either that one or this one. And I am leaning more towards this one just because I am hoping to go to a Christmas market near me very soon, and it actually looks quite like this. And I think this is meant to be a German Christmas market. But I could just see this being done in so many beautiful colours. I've got a few ideas for the trees and doing like acrylic paint pen for lights and things like that. So I think it could be really fun to do. And I would like to potentially do this one. I think this one will be the one that I end up doing. But I need to finish my whip in Mein Herbstspaziergang first before I give this one a go. But also, I think with pages like this, and even with the other one, it doesn't really matter if I don't finish it in December, because it can still go forward into January and February. So that's the plan, I think, in terms of pages. So yeah, and I haven't even worked in this one yet. I'd really like to work in it. It's beautiful, and I can always do other pages in here for January and February, although I haven't been very productive this month, as I said. It's just been, you know, there's been a lot going on, and I've hardly had any time to colour, but here and there I have, which has been really good. Also, I'm in the process of trying to think about starting my next bullet journal. I'm just going to grab my other one to show you. So I did a haul video. Hi Kendra, lovely to see you. Thank you so much for joining. I think I bought this in June, and sorry, I've got a slight cold. I'm not feeling myself. This I bought in June, which seemed, you know, really in advance at the time, but it's come around so quickly. And this is one of the LIVESTREAM bullet journals. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but it's basically the same as the one that I've had for this year. So this is my journal that I use to record all of my colour combinations, all of the colour alongs, my completed pages, and it's just served me so well. And I would like to do pretty much the same thing, but just in the green one instead. And I didn't know if I would finish it, but I'm actually getting it quite filled up. Really got a little bit left, because by the time I do December as well, I won't have that much left. So the plan is for the green one to do the exact same style and everything, except with green and pink. So this year I've done pink with this purpley blue and the blue. And I would like to, yeah, do the same thing, but with green. So I don't have many Tombow pens, and I don't have any of these brush sign pens that are going to go with the colour theme at the moment, apart from the pink. And this is running out. So I do need to go to my local art shop at some point to get some colours. I'm going to try and get a green that matches this. I'm very excited about that. And I will probably need to start setting it up before January, because I know I'm not going to have a chance for January otherwise. So that is the plan for that. Also, the thing that was really exciting about this was it's got my name on it. So they were doing the lettering for free. There were two guys that were in the graphic design centre in London that were doing it for free that day, just so happened. So yeah, I've got my name on that one, which is really cool, and they go really well together. Exact same paper. I'd really recommend these, even if you're wanting to sketch or draw in them. This paper is really good, and I've had a couple of bad experiences with bullet journals in the past. Sometimes the paper hasn't been great, so these are definitely very good. I think they're 120 gram, yeah, 120 gram paper. So yeah, they're really good. So how is everybody? I hope you're doing well. I am so glad that I can finally live stream again. Hi Marcy, lovely to see you. The light's a bit bright. I'm just gonna see if that makes a difference, or whether it makes it worse. Hasn't really made a difference, but I'll might need to bring it back actually, so that I can actually see whilst I'm colouring. So hope everybody is doing well. So as I said, I'm going to be working on this page, and at the moment I've got my pencils in this lovely Emma Bridgewater mug. It's actually quite funny that I've even got this, because my mum and dad got me an Emma Bridgewater mug for my 18th, which is this one. You're not really going to be able to see, I've got coffee in this at the moment. It says Happy 18th. Now they're pretty much the same design. This one has Happy 18th on it as well, but it's just the size difference. There's quite a big difference between the two, and my mum ordered the small one they accidentally sent her the big one. So they gave her a refund and said, don't bother about sending it back. There were also a few like tiny errors on it, like a few speckles and stuff. So anyway, she basically got this one for free and she's like, do you want this as a pencil pot? So very excited to have that. And it's, I mean, there's a couple of specks in it, but really it's pretty much good as new. So it's amazing that I got that for free. So yeah, got them all in there, but I've got a few pencils to the side of me. So I've got a couple of videos on my channel already about how I use fine liners, but I will be also just maybe explaining a bit about how I'm doing things on these, if you are interested. I'm using a fair amount of Rogeton pencils, which, as I mentioned, are quite hard. Then probably not the best pencil for this paper, but I can make them work, and the colours are really gorgeous. So I'm not really sure what the plan is for this particular like pinwheel thing, but I'm just going to go for it. Planning on making it green, and then I've got this really nice fawn colour. I think it's called fawn. Yeah, which is sort of a brown colour. So what are you working on at the moment? I'm pretty much just working on this picture. That's it really. It's just been a very busy month and week as well. Just I'd been wanting to set up my AdSense stuff for YouTube. And I've mentioned before that I never intended to do YouTube for the money anyway. But do you think that when I'm starting uni next year, it would be quite handy to just have some income dedicated to like to colouring coming in, so that obviously I can just keep that specifically for colouring, which will be good because I know I'm going to be skint as a student next year. So in that sense, it's going to be really valuable, I think. And I did put a poll up just to see how people were feeling about it and if that's something they would be all right with, having ads. I did stress that I don't want ads popping up every 5 minutes on my videos. That's definitely not what I want. Hopefully, if the settings are correct, they should just be coming up at the beginning of the video and then at the end. I believe so. And if that's not the case, please let me know, because I do want to change that if that is the case. But yeah, long story short, basically I've been wanting to do that ever since I turned 18, so obviously you can't before. And it has taken me so long to get around to doing it. I have just sorted it out recently. Let me zoom you in a bit. There we go. So yeah, it's taken me a while to get around to doing it, and I had messaged the lovely Kay, coming with Kay about it, because I'd had a few questions and I wasn't totally sure if I was doing stuff right, because there were loads of confusing things on it. So yeah, it's taken me a little while to get around to sorting it out, but I think it should hopefully be sorted now, which is really exciting. And I also got a notification to say I can do those super thanks or something, or I'm not really sure what they are, super chat things. So they are, there's loads of things. I'm probably not going to do community, the join membership thing, because I don't think I would have time to create extra content. I think that's part of the tier ranking thing. So yeah, I'll see how it goes, but yeah, I'm so grateful that I actually can do it now. And obviously I started YouTube when I was 14, so it has been a while. I started in 2019. Okay, though this light is really annoying now. Yeah, I think I started in 2019. 2020, yeah. So and it was New Year. So it will be 4 years since I started this New Year, which is Really crazy. Time is just going so fast. I can't believe it. I mean, the fact that I'll be going to uni next year, I can't believe that either. Because I'm not planning on taking a gap year, so it's going to be very full on. Although I'll have a good few months after my A-levels to relax a bit. So, what has everybody been up to recently? I hope for those of you who are celebrating Thanksgiving enjoyed it. Saw quite a few posts and things on Instagram. Some of the Black Friday deals here in the UK have actually been very good. I'm surprised actually at some of the things. I got a £5 voucher for my birthday for the Body Shop, and I've been meaning to try the new Wild Pine scent. So that was a really good excuse to go and try it out, because I had the £5 voucher. And then the hand cream, which I ended up getting, was 25% off, because everything was 25% off on the Black Friday weekend. So yeah, managed to get it for even less than I thought. And then I picked up a little almond milk shower gel thing for my mum, because she likes subtle scents. And I basically got it for free, because both of them ended up being about £6.75 with the 25% off, but then I got the £5 off, so I paid £1.75 for 2 things, which is a very good deal. So yeah, I hope you can hear me okay, and the quality isn't too bad. It's really nice being able to do live streams when I have the chance, and luckily they're not too much of a faff to set up either. So yeah, it's really, really good. I'm aiming to do a few more in the future when I get a chance to. Oh, thanks, Emma. That's great. I'm going to move on to this one now. Let's zoom out a tiny bit, because all you're seeing is my hand. So this is where I'm going to use fine liner as a base. So I've got a few pencils. So Christmas is very fast approaching. I don't know about you guys, but I just feel like it's come around so quickly, and I haven't had time to fully get in the Christmas zone yet. I have been listening to Michael Bublé a bit, his Christmas stuff, but we don't get our tree until mid-December, because we then keep it up until my mum's birthday at the start of January, and because we get a real tree, it won't last more than a month, so we have to wait a bit to get them, which I'm always a bit gutted about, because I love having the tree up. It just puts me in a good mood, and the smell is amazing. But what I've decided to do this year is in our music department, it's sort of separate from the rest of the college, and we have this study room, which I think is really nice, because I've never been to private school or boarding school, so I haven't had the feeling of a common room. And it's basically like a common room. We just all chill in there, and it's so nice. And I've got a little tinsel paper chase tree, a blue one, and I thought it'd be quite a nice idea to take that in and decorate it, just so that it gives it a little Christmas touch. So I'm going to take that in tomorrow. I've got a bit of time before my first lesson to put it up and decorate it. I just pray it's not raining, because it's in a cardboard box, and I really don't want it to get wet. So yeah, I'm very excited to do that. I think it will really put us in the festive mood. So it does mean that I won't have that in my bedroom this year, but that's okay. That's okay. I'll still see it every day. So that's the plan for college. We haven't put any decorations of things up yet. I really want to soon. It's just there's so many things that I need to get through first for college before I can really relax. So I think I'll definitely start to feel very Christmassy at the end of term, and we finish a bit earlier this year. I think we finish on the 16th, so a bit longer than normal. But we don't even have time this year to do an informal Christmas concert, which is a shame because we finish on a Friday, but we finish early. So normally every Friday we have a lunchtime concert where people will perform, and they're usually quite formal. It's meant to get you prepared for real performances and stuff. So they are quite formal. And the Christmas one last year was really informal, and we all dressed up and mince pies and things, which was really fun. But just we're not going to be able to fit one in because the week before we have a carol concert, which will be lovely. I'm really looking forward to that, but it does mean that I'm not going to have time to fit one in anywhere else, which is a shame. But I'm sure we will find another way to celebrate. Maybe just do a few Christmas songs, and yeah, be a lot of fun. But I think I have that's 3 more weeks left at college, and a lot to do in that time. I've been meaning to do a colour and chat to update you all on what's happening, but I don't think I'm going to get a chance before it's all happened, so I might as well just say, so in terms of uni stuff, I think last time I did a live stream, and these are really the best ways to say stuff because I have the chance to, and I think last month when I did one, I got an offer from Bristol Uni, which out of all of my choices wholeheartedly is probably my favourite one. Don't tell that to Oxford though. No, it's joint. It's basically joint with Oxford, I'd say, and Manchester. To be honest, those top 3, I wouldn't mind which one I ended up going to. They're all fantastic. Obviously, Manchester's just a little bit further away. So yeah, I got an offer about 4 or 5 weeks ago after I submitted my application. That was really quick to come through, and I think I had said then, maybe it hadn't been confirmed, I was going to Manchester for an interview. So I went up the day before my birthday, which was quite full on. It took me 4 hours roughly on the train to get there, and it was 4 hours there, 4 hours back. We went in a day, and yeah, it was a busy day. We didn't get back until about half 11. So I don't feel too tired on my birthday, but it was just quite a lot. And I heard the other day that I've got a place there, so that's very exciting. And the grades for Manchester and Bristol are exactly the same. And then a couple of weeks ago, I was notified by 2 colleges at Oxford that I'm going to be doing interviews next week. So yeah, I'm just gonna, give them a go, see how they go. Because I'm applying for music, the interviews are based on like studying and analysing a score and or a piece of text. So I've been doing quite a lot of preparation for that, and because there's only 3 of us applying for Oxford, it's really easy to coordinate with my teacher and sort stuff out. So I'm really grateful for all of the support, because if I was doing a subject with more people applying, it would be a lot harder to get the support. So I'm really grateful. So yeah, I've got those coming up next week. So we will see how they go. I'm just going into it, just going to do my best, but at the end of the day, I'll be happy, very, very happy to go to Bristol or Manchester. So if I don't get a place, I don't, it's not the end of the world. But it would be great to, and it's not too far away from me. I think Manchester is very far. So we'll see how I feel about it. But it's an amazing city. So that is the update on uni, basically. Hi, Rabia, lovely to see you. You haven't really missed much. I only joined 5:15, so about, we only started like 20 minutes ago, so yeah, not too much. Just talking a bit about uni updates and some pages that I would like to do, but I think I did already share the pages in my completed pages video, so yeah, I'll show them again at the end. Oh, thank you, Emma. Well, as I said, I would be so lucky to go to any of them. I've also applied to Southampton and Durham, but I haven't heard anything yet. And as much as I think they're great unis, my top 3 at the moment are Bristol, Manchester, and Oxford. So we will see. But I will know for sure by the end of January whether I've got into Oxford or not. So I'll have my answer by then, and then I can make my decision. Because the thing is, I'm not sure if it's changed, but basically with the application and the whole UCAS thing, you put your first choice and then your reserve, I think, or what's called like an insurance choice, I think. So yeah, I think it will all depend on if I do get a place from Oxford and how I feel about it when I do get a place, because it's got to feel right. I don't want to put it first and it not feel right. And I have been lots of times. I know Oxford really well, and I think I'll just know, you know, when I get that email, I will know. And when I did get the interview emails through, I was so happy. So I think if it didn't feel right, it gets into the interview stage, then I'd probably be less inclined to be going through with it. But the fact that I was really excited to have got interviews, I think says that I really do like it. So yeah, I will update you, and hopefully I'll get a chat done at some point after the interview stage, hopefully mid-December once I've broken up from college. Yeah, you did, Rabia, no worries. Hi Katrina, hello. Hi Sam. So this is my current one, Rabia. This is from Mein Herbstspaziergang by Rita Berman. Sorry, not going to be able to see the whole thing now because I've zoomed in. But yeah, this is pretty much my only colouring project. I've got the whip in Fairy Touch and Magic, which I shared in my completed pages, but I'm not going to get that done. And I think I'd rather just park that to the side and work on other stuff. And yeah, has anybody got a new book? Gosh, it's getting quite expensive now, isn't it? I was fortunate because I pre-ordered it through Tony on Facebook in September, and I think to the UK it was about £40 including shipping, which for me is the cheapest that I've seen, the cheapest that it's ever been for me. So I think it's probably, I'm not sure if it's more now, whether it's gone up, but I know some countries it's just getting so expensive, and her Etsy shop isn't even shipping to the UK. So that's the only way, at least for me, that I can think of getting it is through Tony. So yeah, I'm very excited to be getting that at some point. I think it will definitely be mid-December by the time I get it, which is absolutely fine. I will probably work on one of Clara's postcards if I get a chance. Hi Sue, lovely to see you. Thank you so much for joining. I have done a clip, but I have been using the Chroma Flow pencils that you very kindly sent me. Thank you so much. I used them for a postcard, a Rita Berman postcard that I've sent to her, and I've done a clip in a clip in advance for my completed pages that I will be sharing. So I love them. They work so beautifully. Hi B, thank you so much for joining. Oh, thanks, Kendra. Yeah, I think it will. I'll know if it feels right. It's just also new and exciting that I just don't know really how I will feel or what to expect. So yeah, it will all work out, I think. And you know, if it ends up being that Oxford don't want me, then that's obviously the right decision. And that'll lead me to other places. So will be. I'm not worrying too much about it. Done the hard bit, which is all the application stuff. So now it's just finding out. Yes, yeah, I have visited them all. I went to Durham when we were visiting friends where we used to live in the north, and my parents went to Durham, so they know it really well. Went there in February, and then on the back end of that also went to Manchester. And then I visited Manchester again for a open day in July, and then went again for the interview. So I've been 3 times to Manchester. Been to Durham once. I went when I was really little, when I was about 6, but I don't remember it. Oh, no worries, Emma. Thank you so much for joining. So lovely to see you as well. And thank you for your recent comments. I saw them pop up, but I haven't had a chance to reply yet. Thank you. And then I went to Southampton for an open day in, when was it? July, June. And I go to Oxford quite often, but I've been for an open day in July, and they're doing all of their interviews online this year, so I'm not going to actually get to go, which is a bit of a shame. And then I went properly to just look round another time. And then Bristol, I went for an open day in June, and again, we go quite a lot because we have friends there. And my mum actually used to go to school in Bristol when she was younger. So I feel like in terms of the places, I definitely know Bristol and Oxford the best. So, yeah. Oh, thanks, Kendra. That means so much. Yeah, it's crazy to me that I've been doing it for this long, YouTube, and it will be nice to look back on, which is why I'm sort of sad that I haven't managed to do a colour and chat, but I guess I can look back on this stuff and once it's all done, basically. So, oh, thanks, Sue. Yeah, Rabia, Eva's right. So it's Etsy, but I think again for you, my lovely, you won't be able to get them you're in the UK. So I can send you a link on Instagram if you like for Tony for Facebook. You can get in contact with her. So she ships them. She's like a secondary seller, I think, or something like that for Clara's books. Because on Etsy, I think to do with EU stuff, Clara can't send to the UK. Yeah, Michelle, it's lovely, isn't it? Hello. Thank you for joining. Yeah, really like Bristol. And we stayed with our family friends whilst we were there, so that was really nice as well. And the open day was good. Really, really good. Oh, bless you, Sue. Thank you so much. Gosh, I feel so spoiled having my birthday and Christmas so close to each other as well. Yeah, the postal strikes are a bit of a nightmare, aren't they? You let me know if I will save it for Christmas Day if you want me to. I'm assuming that's what you want me to do. It's absolutely fine. That really means a lot. Thank you. Well, Michelle, I think my mum is slightly biased as well with Bristol because she loves it. We're not too far away. We're about 2 hours away, and the great thing about Bristol is it's not a million miles away from my grandparents either. So they're in Devon. I don't know exactly how long it would be. I reckon it would be like 2 hours or something. And it's about 2 hours from where I live, so it'd be quite good. It's sort of a halfway point. Well, they're probably in the wrong directions, but oh well. Yes, of course. No worries. Thank you so much. It'll be something to look forward to. I'm so excited. Oh, I'm really excited about my advent calendar this year. I think I mentioned it in my haul, but I didn't share it because I was saving it for my November haul for stuff that I got, which I think I will do because I want to combine November and what I got for my birthday. But I will grab it in a second and share with you what it is because I am so excited, which I can't tell you. Okay, so it is. Oh, that's great. Thanks, Michelle. Yeah, I will do. I think the thing is, the distance isn't going to stop me at all. If it ends up being that I did go to Manchester, yes, it's a while away, but I love the city, and it's just the train tickets are so expensive. It would be a lot easier to drive. Not that I really think I will see my parents a lot in the term. It depends. I don't imagine I'll be travelling back too often, just because I probably won't have time to. But yeah, we will see. Right, so I'm just going to do the fine liner bits on here, and then I will grab the advent calendar to share with you. So this is an example of me using fine liner to literally just add some lines, things, and add a bit more definition instead of using pencil. So it does save a lot of time. And actually, I do think that it makes the shading a little bit more prominent as well. So fine liners, I think, and I know I mentioned this when I first started using them, I think there's a misconception that using fine liners are just going to be like really blocky and quite harsh against colour pencil. And if you want that effect, you can absolutely do that. But actually, you can get some amazing results with them, especially with some of the lighter colours. And it really is just a case of trying out different techniques and using them with the colour pencils rather than separately. I mean, you can see here that even from using them as a base and shadowing and stuff, you can't even really tell they're there, which is sort of the effect that I'm going for. But there are times in pictures where I will just use fine liner. But I think also there's a misconception that they're just used for tiny details, which also isn't the case because I use them a lot for bases of bigger areas, which they're really good for. Right, so that one is done. I think that's all of those ones now. So let me just grab the advent calendar to share with you. I did mention it on my haul, but I haven't shown it yet. Sorry. Oh, sorry. That wasn't great, was it? Not a great transition. There it is. Where is it? Okay. So I shared a few things that I'd got from Archie's Paints, which is run by Kaylee on Etsy, and she does these beautiful handmade paints. And I need to get a nicer tin for these, but I got two paints, Karina and Alara, which I shared in my haul. I've got all of these wonderful swatches that she sent with the 3 orders that I've placed now. So the first order was for these this grab bag, which was about £14, and I got 13 paints, I think. Hi Jill, lovely to see you. Thank you for joining. Which was a really good deal, and I showed them in more detail on that. And then my second order was for these 2 paints, which I'd got as little dot cards, and I loved them, so I got those shortly after. And then I saw that she was doing these advent calendars, and I'm so excited about these. So you can get 3 versions of the advent calendar. You can get a half pan one. I'm not sure of the exact prices, but I have a feeling that's 80 something pounds. The quarter pan, which is 50 or 60, and then the dot card one, which is 17. So I got the dot card one. Well, my mum actually got it for me, which is very kind of her. Yeah, they're amazing, aren't they? So beautiful. And the thing I love about Archie's paints is that the only handmade paints I have are from Archie's Paints and the Art Spirits, which Rebecca runs, and I can't fault either of the handmade paints. They are amazing, but they do differ in terms of the colours and actually how they're made and what's the like glitter that's using them and the pigments and things like that. So they give different effects, which I love, and so they really do complement each other well, the colours that I have. So yeah, I got the advent calendar and it came beautifully wrapped. So this is the swatch card which I've got. So I haven't obviously opened the advent calendar yet because it's not the first, but this is the swatch card. So I believe if you pre-ordered it, you get the swatch card, and she has hand drawn and like written all of these out as well, which is amazing. And then I got a lovely Christmas card as well, and a lolly. And then the advent calendar was wrapped up in this, and this is the advent calendar. So I mean, look at the attention to detail. This must have taken so long, and just I'm really excited about this. So each of them has washi tape over them, and I believe that's some greaseproof paper so they didn't stick, so that you can just peel it away to reveal the colour and then swatch it. So I'm really excited to have this, and it's something different. You know, usually I'll just get a chocolate advent calendar. I've had different ones in the past, but this is so special and I'm really excited. I'm not sure if she has them still available on her shop, but yeah, I can't wait to try these out. I was thinking of doing a clip every morning and then putting them all together for my haul video at the end of December. I think that could be fun. But I don't think any of these colours are available in her shop. I think these are all exclusive. So if you do want to get them to try them out, this is probably your only way to do it. I do think that if you're wanting the paint for bigger projects, you might want the half pan or quarter pan one. But to be honest, I use handmade paint in such small amounts anyway, and the dot cards last quite a while. At least the little samples that I've had, you really don't need that much, and you don't need that much water to get it going, and it does last a while for me. So I think the dot card one was definitely the best one for me, and yeah, I can't wait. So that is my advent calendar for this year. I feel very spoiled. I'm very excited. Oh, thanks, Jill. Yeah, I haven't actually tried Karen's before. I've heard very good things. It's just because they're quite expensive, handmade paints in general. I haven't had a chance to try lots of different people's paints, but I would really like to. It's just a case of me don't want to spend too much right before Christmas, but also because I've tried now Archie's Paints and the Art Spirits, I will probably, if I'm gonna get more, I could try some of hers, but I might add to my collection a little bit more for those two first. But I want to get good use out of the ones that I have already, because I have some amazing ones. I did share in my haul, I think, the paints, because I have the Art Spirits new colours, which Rebecca very kindly sent to me, and these are very autumnal. They're beautiful. And then, as I said, there are some lovely metallic ones here, and then I have my original set, which I got from Rebecca pretty much, when was it? It was in February. Yeah, so I've had these almost a year, and you can see how, I mean, they don't even look like they've been used that much, but I've used them a lot, especially the Magic Fairy Dust one. So yeah, I just feel very grateful that I even have these, because handmade paints are something that I never thought I would really be able to to get. And yeah, they're just so lovely. I'd like to put something on here as well because I really like this tin. I think that could be fun. I'll definitely get some paper and do something with that. But yeah, I have seen, especially from Kay as well, that Karen's paints are amazing. Oh yeah, I really like that tin. It's so cute, isn't it? I tried looking online for it. So this is from Paper Chase, and I got it in February whilst we were up north. And it was like £2.50, and I thought, well, yeah. And it is such a cute tin. I love it. It's the same size as the one that was given to me for the set from Rebecca. And I've looked on their website. I can't find any. They do have other tins, but not the Peter Rabbit one. And I think it was part of the Peter Rabbit collection that's no longer available. But I think they're meant to be, I think they're sort of branded as pill tins or something like that. But they're perfect for handmade paint. So if I ever come across those again, I will definitely get them. But I'm so glad that I did get it because I thought it was so cute. So yeah, that is my advent calendar and my paints. And of course there are other fantastic metallic paints, you know, like Calero paints, which I love. And again with those, I've got the original set, which I think I got 2 years ago now. Where is it? Was it 2 years ago? I have a feeling it was longer than 2 years ago. It was 2 Christmases ago, I think, from my aunt, uncle and cousins. And this is like the miniatures 12 set, which, to be honest, if you are starting out with these, it's still the set that I would recommend because you're getting 12 paints for the price of 6. And yes, they're smaller, but it's really worth just trying them out. They're mostly pearl colours and then metallics. So all of the light ones have the shift. So you've got the blue shift, green, the pearl white, yellow, pink and purple, and then the other metallics. But they're great. And I've used those countless times as well. My mum really enjoys using those. And then over those 2 years, yeah, it's definitely been 2 years. Since then, I have expanded my collection. So I've got this 12 tin. And for those of you who've been with me for a while, the Stardust paint is one of my absolute favourites. The Stardust from the Art Spirits is definitely a contender for this. I think it's just as good. So again, I've used these a lot. And you can barely tell. I think it's the way that they're made. And yes, these are still handmade. But there's just something about the handmade paints on Etsy that are just amazing. And how they come packaged and things. So this is a little swatch card I made of the 12 pearl colours and then the 12 that I have in this tin. So I think for now, if I did get any more metallic paints, I would get handmade ones from Etsy. So I would love, you know, years and years in the future, I would love to get the more of the colours from Calero and branch out from my set. But I think at this current time, if I could get any more paints, I would get ones from Etsy. They do as well. They do smell really nice. Is that because do some use honey as a binder? Have I heard that wrong from other people? I think some do. I'm not sure if Archie's paints do. I don't know if Rebecca does. But yeah, they do. They do smell really nice. Right, I'm going to continue with these. I'm really hoping that I can get this done before... Oh, sorry, that was a really awful transition. I'm really hoping that I can get this page done before the end of the month. Just be... yeah, a good picture to complete, really, because it's been a whip for so long. I really want to get started with a different one. Not that I'm really bored of this one, but I'm never bored of Rita's pages, but it would be nice to start something Christmassy. So you can see with this, again, I'm just burnishing with one pencil, and now I'm going to go in with a darker pencil and a fine liner. Does she do? Okay, that's interesting. So maybe I am wrong and Hayley from Archie's Paints doesn't. I'll have to check, but to be honest, they all work in a fairly similar way, and I've been really impressed with them. Yeah, absolutely love them. Handmade paints is just something that you can't ever get tired of, really. I think they're such a special treat, and the way they come packaged, as I said, is just amazing. Oh yeah, Jill, yeah, that's the case with my others as well. It really depends on the type of paint for me, because even the Cadero one, the Stardust one, takes a bit longer than the metallics because of the glitter. Same thing with the glitter ones from the Art Spirits. You need to let them sit for a bit because of the chunks of glitter in them. But they just work so beautifully. I think Frances from Colouring Frances has a lot of her paints as well. Yeah, I'm just going in with one colour to just shade, and then I'll define the shading with a fine liner. So, Jill, which paints do you have? Do you have sets from Karen or just singular paints? And yeah, I'd love to know if anybody else has places they would recommend, or what handmade paints you do have, and what type you gravitate towards, because I definitely like shimmery ones and metallic. I definitely think I'd have less use for holographic ones, like shift ones. It's just my personal preference, but I like things that you can overlay over pencil, because I do thin out metallic ones a lot, and it creates a really nice effect. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, the winter one. Is that, I imagine that has lots of blues and things, is that right? Or I'll have to check that out. Sounds lovely. And colour family ones as well. Okay, that's cool. Ooh, Rabia. What do you think for that? I know which page you're talking about. I would definitely do the clock brown. That's just me, because I would do it, I guess, how I imagine it, with it being wooden. But no, you could do it gold or do it in Christmassy colours. Or maybe look at some clocks and things in Christmas films and make it look like that. There's definitely a big clock or something in Home Alone, isn't there? Like a Christmassy one. So these Erogenous pencils that I got a while ago now, a fair few months ago, and the ones that I have I really like. The mulberry one's definitely one of my favourites. I also love the purple that I've got. Why can't I find it? Sea Fog. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And they complement the Holbeins really well, because they're sort of similar, but they're lighter. Oh, Jill, they sound amazing. Sorry, you can't really see what I'm doing because my hand's in the way. I'll have to keep an eye out for that, Jill. Thank you. Just checking that's not bleeding through. Right, I'd probably do Christmassy colours. So maybe instead of brown, you could do an ochre colour. And then yeah, maybe red and green. If you've got gel pen or something, you could, like gold gel pen, that might look quite nice. I mean, it depends if you want it to look Christmassy or whether it's more just wintry, because you could do blues. So I think you could have very different colour palettes if you wanted to. But personally, yeah, I think I'd go for Christmassy colours. Let's think of websites. I don't think there are other websites, Rabia. I think there used to be one which I did purchase Tenderful Enchantments from. I don't think they have them anymore. As I said, I can send you the link to the Facebook group so that you can get in contact with Tony. But they're definitely going to be about £45, I think. Potentially more. I'm not sure now. So I ordered quite a few months ago, and I think maybe things have gone up since then. Yes, Jill. So I think I was talking about it earlier before you joined. So basically, I ordered it in September. Pre-ordered it through Tony on Facebook, and then obviously the delays happened. So when I purchased it to the UK, it was £42, which was obviously, you know, it's a lot for a colouring book. But I had put money aside specifically from some work that I'd done. And so I knew that that money was going to be dedicated to that. I didn't know it was going to be expensive. Actually, it ended up being cheaper than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was definitely going to be £50 plus. So yeah, I'm not sure how much it's changed since then. I believe I can't remember exactly what Tony said. I think when I bought it, the book was about 28 and then the shipping was about 15, something along those lines. So yeah, it's definitely an investment. At least for me it is. Her book's beautiful. I've definitely been focusing on her postcards a lot more recently. Excuse me. Oh, is it over? Oh no. Yeah, no, it's the shipping is basically almost as much as the book, I think, now. To some countries, which is a lot, you know. I mean, it would be amazing if she could somehow find a way to print them on Amazon paper for people who did want that. But the whole hardback thing in the paper is lovely. I fold this. Oh, it's in customs. Okay, so how long do you think it's going to take to arrive? Because I think with mine, Tony said the books were arriving this week. and then it will probably take about minimum 10 days to arrive for me in the UK, which isn't too bad actually. It's Sue, it's Little Secrets from My Fairy House, I think. Clara's got information on her Facebook page about it. There we go, you can see it now. And there are some flip throughs online as well, which is good. Oh, that's quick. That's really good. So did you, sorry, I can't remember if I already asked you, if you, did you order yours on Etsy, Jill? That is quick if so. Yeah. Wow, so she has been shipping them out quickly. That's really good. Quite a few people have really got theirs as well, so yeah, it's very exciting. Just need to sharpen this a bit. These pencils for me definitely work better when sharpened. Oh, so you got in there quite quickly then, did you? That's good. Brilliant. Yeah, because it was last Monday, wasn't it, when it went on sale? I'm so sorry for her though, that all the issues she's faced with the shipping, with the printing of the book. It must have been so disheartening when she had it planned out to come out in September, and then it was pushed back. But hopefully the majority of people that will have ordered it will get it before Christmas. So that is good. Talking of Christmas, I know I spoke about it a bit earlier, but does anybody have any like specific traditions and things that you do leading up to Christmas? Do you prefer Christmas Eve to Christmas Day? I definitely think the whole anticipation of it, I definitely prefer Christmas Eve. But yeah, I love Christmas. It's such a wonderful time of the year. I've got pretty much all of my presents sorted actually. I ordered something that my dad wanted to get for my mum, which she sort of knew about because I'd shown it to her on Etsy shop. So Sarah Francis Art, who I've bought washi tapes from before, I looked at her Etsy and she has these gorgeous little wooden decorations with birds, and it's the one I've ordered is a little robin with a Christmas hat on. It is so cute. And I was like to my dad, you can get this for my mum, either so that she can put it on the tree, or with our stockings, we put them on the like a decoration on the end of the stocking. So I was like, yeah, you can get that for her. It'll be so gorgeous. So yeah, I've ordered that for him because he's never ordered from Etsy before. My parents have just come home, so there's a little bit of noise, apologies. But yeah, so I've ordered that, and then there was also this washi tape with eggs on, like different bird eggs, which was so cute. So I got that, and the Forget-Me-Not washi tape that I've had for a while, there was some wrapping paper, so I got a sheet of that, which was only £2.50. I couldn't believe it. So I have got those, and I'll probably wrap my mum's birthday present in the Forget-Me-Not paper, I think. Oh, that's true, Jill. Yeah, that's very true. Ooh, Rabia, I'm not sure. I guess brown's quite a neutral colour, so to be honest, you can go with any colour you want. the shapes on the side of the clock. Hi Ashley, lovely to see you. I know exactly which page it is, Rabia, and I'm trying to visualize it. Exactly. Presents, I quite like doing red. I quite like doing, or I mean, I wrap my presents in brown and then put decorations on, but I think maybe red, or you could even like draw some stripes in and add patterns to the Christmas presents. That could look really good. You got some fine liners. Or which ones did you get, Rabia? So lovely to see you, Ashley. Thank you for joining. Because I know I've talked quite a lot about fine liners before, but I definitely love my Staedtler ones the most. The Arteza ones are good. They were on a really good deal this year. A really, really good deal. I saw them on Amazon for the 120 set for about £35, I think. And I remember getting mine 2 years ago on a Cyber Monday deal on Arteza, and they were about the same price. I could not believe I'd seen them for that much. It was a really, really good deal, especially for 120. And they are good, and they've got some light colours. And I'd mentioned at the time that they'd sent me the set, and when I was swatching them out, there were about 6 colours that were dried up. And I contacted them. I was like, would it be possible for you to send me those 6 colours? Actually, I think it was more than that, because I wouldn't have bothered if it was only 6. I think it was more than 10. And they just sent me a new set, and they were like, don't worry at all about, you know, all of that. Oh, just going to delete some spam messages. Not appropriate. Never had a spammer come into a stream before, so that's the first. I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not, but oh well. So yeah, they just ended up sending me a new set, and they were like, don't worry about sending the other one back. So I do still have that set, and I'm hoping they haven't dried up. I couldn't believe that. Oh well, Jill, Shannon very kindly usually, well, she doesn't, because I don't do specific streams. I never tell her in advance when I'm streaming. I don't expect her ever to always have to join, not at all. Tom, my brother, does mod for me sometimes, but I have never had an issue before, and it's fine because I can do it myself. Just delete it. But yeah. Wow, 5 years ago, Ashley. Are they still working? Because fine liners, I find they don't really dry out that much for me. I've had a couple that have dried out, but that's purely because sometimes if I'm using them over waxy pencils, they tend to just clog up a bit and not work very well. I've got a Staedtler pink one that's not working very well. I do actually need to get the 5 set again, this pastel one, the 6 set, sorry. So the pastel ones are more run out because I use them a lot. Wow. See, because I only found Arteza really, you know, when they started being a thing in the colouring community, because I think they were definitely still around before then, weren't they? What do they look like? Are they? Is the whole barrel like a colour? Ah, Julia, it started from a while ago. I love the Staedtler ones. I think they're really good. The Stabilo ones are good. I love the colours. I've got the new set of 8, which has this one in, and this one in, which I love. And I have a few others. They just, sometimes they are a tiny bit blotchy. And what I mean by that is if you press down too much, then you can sort of tell. You have to have an even coverage with them for them to work very well. I find Staedtler ones are a little bit more forgiving. Ah, okay. Grey barrel, actually. So I think the ones I have, the Incarnate Fine Liners, are a black barrel now. It's interesting how branding changes over years and packaging and stuff. Really interesting. I think I'm just going to finish this pinwheel thing and then I'll call it a day for today's stream, if that's all right with everybody. Got to get ready, have dinner before Strictly results and I'm a Celeb final. I don't know if anyone's been keeping up with those. If you watch them, I am so excited for the I'm a Celeb final. Very, very excited. I won't say, I mean, I know it will be all over the news, like who are the final 3, but just in case people aren't up to date with who the final 3 are, I don't want to give anything away. But it's gone so quickly. I think the thing is, that's the other thing, with the last few weeks, they've just flown by, and I think it's partly because I've had that to look forward to every night. And I've been really into it this year. I've actually kept up with it. Normally, I'll manage to watch the first few episodes, and then I'll just keep lagging behind, and then I won't catch up, and then, and then I just won't end up watching. Because you do have to keep up with it, and thankfully this year my family have actually been really into it as well, so we've kept up with it. Normally if there's something they're watching and they don't really want to watch it, I'm less inclined to, because they've got the TV, and I can watch stuff on my laptop, but so much better on the TV. So Jill, I'm going to watch the I'm a Celeb final next year. So yeah, that'll be. Oh, thanks, Ashley. Yeah, I thought that was you. It just came through on my Instagram. I'll have a look. Thanks. So yeah, I'm really excited for it, and I'll be sad that it's over as well. Although I think they're doing the reunion next week, so that'll be good. But we've still got a few more weeks of Strictly as well. But yeah. I'm very lucky with things on the TV recently. Watching a couple of things on Netflix here and there, but I'm looking forward to starting the Christmas films. Definitely, that'd be good. So yeah, I think I will leave it there. That's finished. So I'll zoom you out. Sorry. Ooh. So yeah, doing quite well with this actually. I've only got a few left. So that one is going to be the same colour scheme as these. And then I've got 2 more patterns to decide on colours for. Not sure yet what I'm going to do, but I don't want to add any more colours to it. I want to keep it fairly autumnal. I think the blue definitely is a little bit out there. That's the only blue I'm going to do. The purple I think works quite well. I like that. The pink, maybe a bit bright. So we'll see, maybe some more yellow ochre type colours. But yeah. Well, actually, I find even with some of mine that I use a lot, they're absolutely fine. I mean, this one, is that the one I've had for ages. Might not be able to see, but that nib is getting quite used now. And yeah, still works fine. Not as juicy as it used to be, but it works. Oh yeah, that's true, Jill. I might put. I have some ochre. Where is it? I've got some. Where is it? That might be quite nice. Reddy purple sort of colours. That's a burnt sienna colour though. Is it? Yeah, burnt sienna 50%, which has a hint of purple in it. It's gorgeous. I could do that for those 2 actually. That might look really nice. Thank you. I'll keep that to the side. I have a really nice burnt ochre. I don't have all of the luminants. The ones I have I really love and been using them a lot. Brilliant. Yeah, I think red's a good shout. I might use the red and blend it with something else, just so that it's not too harsh against what I've already got going on. Thanks for that. Thanks for that, Jill. So yeah, I'll definitely have this finished by the time I do my completed pages then. That's a relief. Because I will have 2 pages done now, and the postcard that I did for Rita Berman, so that'll be a short clip to share. And then maybe I will get something started in the next couple of days. But yeah, that is the live stream. I really hope you've enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, have you, Jill? Yeah, I think I've got about half of them now. Thanks to Ava and Sue very kindly helping me. They are beautiful. And they go really well with my Black Widows, actually. I love using them in the Rita Berman books. Maybe one day I will get them all. The burnt sienna. Buff titanium is really good. Oh, you did, Jill. Oh yeah, I'm really hoping to start that soon. I might start that along with the Christmas page from the Rita Berman book. I'm not sure, but that will be a really nice autumnal sort of wintry page to do. Oh, your fine line is Rabia. Oh no. Yeah, you might just have to swatch them out then, so that you have them, because yeah, sometimes fine liners are like that, and markers, aren't they? One treat. Well, you know what, Jill, it'll probably take me that long as well. I don't usually get that much done, so well done for doing a tree. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed doing it. It's so nice to be able to do one again, and I know it's been a month since the last one, which has been a while, but actually it's just nice to just come on and do one when I have a bit of a chance. And thank you for giving up your time and joining me, because I didn't put really any advance into this, maybe like 15 minutes. So I really appreciate you all joining. Really means a lot. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do another one once I've broken up for the holidays. So keep an eye out after the middle of December, because I will have a lot more time then, and hopefully, fingers crossed, my teachers don't set too much work and it will be a lot more about just playing catch up. I have quite a lot of notes that I want to write up and things over Christmas, but that will be fairly nice work to do, so I should have a lot more time. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Jill. Thanks, Ava. Thank you so much. So yeah, gonna leave it there. Hope you all have a lovely rest of your Sunday, and have a great week this week. My completed pages video will be up on Thursday. I'm hoping to film that on Wednesday, and yeah, I will see you all in that video, and hopefully when I get to do another live stream at some point. So thank you so much for watching. Bye everyone.